Jaheira!
Nervous? I've an inkling you've reason to be.
Stop! She's the one who saved us!
She's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing.
Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. General Gadrick Thorn. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive.
Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers.
It hurts.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you?
Time to go, Isabel.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of Baldur's Gate 3, and hopefully you are joining us just after a quick previously on video where, for the record, we're going to be committing to the dark side of the story events that happened in the last episode. For anybody who might have missed the end of episode 15, and I have to caution anybody stopping in on this episode for, if you're sensitive to spoilers, just be aware that we're talking some big plot developments in Act 2 here. At the end of the, near the end of the last episode, that was set up to have this big story fight against this dude named Marcus who shows up, and he was going to try to take Isabel, and our goal was to protect her. And within round 1, some imps ran up and scored some very lucky critical hits and immediately won the battle. It was incredibly quick, and so quick that I thought that it might have been scripted, and we found out that it was not. And as of the end of the last episode, I was really between. I really didn't know what we were going to do, whether or not I wanted to redo that battle or commit to it, because I want to see the story. And, like, as an example, we didn't fix Karlach's heart. We didn't get to talk to the blacksmith. So I don't know if there's another path later on in the story for that. But what really turned me around, it took a little bit of thought and some conversation on this end of the mic. Ultimately, what I decided is that, look, Larian Studios is the developer of this game, and they could have made that a hard game over, where if you fail that fight, it goes immediately to game over and it forces you to restart. And instead, they put the time, the energy, the money, the development expertise into making that cutscene, writing that scenario, having the conversation with Jaheira where she says, like, we're doomed, like, this is it. I'm just going to go off to Baldur's Gate. And then we sort of convince her to go to the camp. All the stuff that happened at the last episode, this is a viable story choice. And it's not the way that I would have wanted the story to go. But to reload past this, I feel like would just really disrespect all the time and effort that Larian put into crafting this side of the story. So what we're going to see here as we jump in, Czar was asking, wait, Marcus got Isabel. Yes, very easily. He basically just walked in and took her. So yeah, that was just, usually we get directly into the game, but this one deserved a little bit of an introduction. So thank you for bearing with. And when we say continue, this is going to be on that following up on the sequence of events that you hopefully saw in the little introductory video, Carolyn was asking if those were imps. They were bigger than imps. I think that they were like... So Zara was saying they were nightmares. Yeah, they were big, a tad big for imps. They looked like adult imps from the beginning of the game, and I was actually wondering about that because I felt like the imps were fighting against the Illithids at the beginning of the game, but here they were working with Marcus against the people at Last Light. It's all very complicated, but so you will see that we're standing exactly where we were. However, between the last episode and here, I went around and I looted everything that there was left to loot, and we did all the inventory stuff, so we are now ready to go. This is a graveyard. This is a charnel house. You guys, the cat died. Everybody died. It's so devastating. Like, when I say, like, His Majesty the cat, that's a corpse. There's nothing left here for anybody. Last Light Inn and its occupants were consumed by the Shadow Curse. It is no longer safe. And then... we weren't able to save Isabel from Marcus, the true soul who infiltrated Last Light. When she was captured, the shield protecting Last Light collapsed. True. And then seek protection from the Shadow Curse. With Isabel gone, Last Light Inn is no longer protected from the Shadow Curse. Yeah, it's just all of the bad news. Lift the Shadow Curse. We certainly would like to. Find Zevlor. Oh yeah, so Zevlor was presumably not killed. There is one person who might still be alive, and that's Mott, I think her name is. The little girl, the little, like, what's her face? Like, the huckster who's, like, selling fake items, but she vouched for us, so now she's our friend. Yes, we gave Shadowheart a orchid. So I don't think we have any quests other than go to... anything that we can do right now, except go to... Moonrise Towers. So we'll go look around for that then. I mean, maybe we should start working our way down there and then, you know, go here, because the sooner we lift the curse, the easier it's going to be to wander around. I vote that we're going to go head in that direction then. Are these more people?
Whatever killed them, looks like they put up a fight.
Okay, so I guess Will succeeded. We got some bodies to look through. Take this. Now the water will pick up. Rope will add to wares. And let's check out the Journal Log of True Soul Corliss. Journal Log of True Soul Corliss, Day 4. Scouting mission dispatched by Ketheric Thorm to the Shadowlands. Objective, locate nest of absolute non-believers. Reach outskirts of village. Disturbing sounds echo throughout the shadows. Must evade pursuit. Preparing to create a light barrier for protection against lurking monsters in deadly darkness. May the absolute guide me. So, here's what's interesting. Like, these people are not... they're not with us. They wouldn't have been affected by Isabel getting captured. And, in fact, like, as far as we know, Marcus himself is a true soul. So, whatever got these guys was something unrelated to the bad news that I've had. You're catching us right near the beginning. So far, I was about to say, nothing has happened. And now this has happened. Okay, so Garroted sounds really bad. Well, thank God we rested at least. So, let me learn a little bit something about Garroted. 3 to 18 damage per turn. Apparently it's bludgeoning damage. I would have expected, like, cutting damage, but whatever. Strangled by Garrot. It's silenced and takes 3 to 18 points of damage per turn. If the entity and the Garrot are moved more than 5 meters apart. Oh, the condition ends. Are we still subject to attacks of opportunity? Well, right now, only Alyssa can go. She's the only one that didn't get garroted, and I'm not seeing anything on the list about us getting an attack of opportunity if we move around. So why don't we pop up here? And I would like to get some of the guys that are... It's too dark. then I might have to go with somebody who's standing in like 68 hit points. This seems a little concerning, but I mean, what are we dealing with lately if not concerning? Let's go for an 80% sneak attack shot. Wait. Oh, nope, I did my jump, so we can't do that. Okay. Bad. Okay. Let's shoot him again. And I think that's her whole turn. So we get to move up to 5 meters away. That is going to invoke an attack of opportunity. However, we could probably shove. That might help. Let's try to shove. Okay, but we're still 3.5 meters, but we're no longer subject to an attack of opportunity. Let's see if we can move over here. Maybe that will break the effect. Okay, those are 2 solid hits. I don't want to use another one of her rages against these guys. They're bad news, but they're not so lethal. All right, we'll end her turn. Now, here's our options. I think that blind is our best option, because then we can probably just move Shadowheart further away. Oh, and Shadowheart does get to go this turn as well. In that case, no, we're still going to go for the blind. Okay, I will take the critical hit. And then we can sort of move around here, because then we'll have attacks of opportunities against both of them. Okay. So apparently when he got blinded, it also ended the garrote, so that's pretty good. I would love to shove this person away from Will. Okay. Then let's beat this person to death. Oh, no, if we move away now, we get the attack of opportunity on it coming in on us, so we won't do that. Let's see if we can concussive smash. Okay, and then just a regular... Oh, that was her whole fight. Raz is doing good, finally got his internet back, so he's back to normal. I am very glad for that. We've seen a lot of people with internet issues lately. So this guy does have fairy fire on him, but I don't remember what that means in this context. Shedding dim light. Incoming attacks have advantage, cannot be invisible. So that's good. I would love to... Let's try to shove him... No, 30%. Will is too weak. Also, I'm not sure why I can't... Oh, because I'm strangled, basically. And so we can't do that either. So our next best bet is to just stab this guy a couple times. I would love to get him off my jock, but... I do think that the better option is disengage if we can, and that way we can move away without the attack of opportunity. We'll just get like 5 meters away. Okay, because otherwise he's taking guaranteed damage. And then we could try for like a pommel strike on this guy. And that's his turn. Carolyn is playing, is it World of Tanks? And so I may or may not go back to any one of them, or Farming Sim. Oh, and Cozy Plays is switching over to a Pokemon Violet stream. I haven't seen very much of Pokemon Violet. Okay, I thought that we had Shadowheart free from Menace. Okay, I'm gonna move our what's it called over here. And then we're going to switch to our melee attack and see if we can try to get this guy away. And or lacerate. Let's try for lacerate. And then a regular attack. Okay, 2 hits. Can't complain too much. And that's actually everything. Yeah, he's not blinded or nothing, so we just gotta hang out here. Okay, we'll use our shield ability. Okay. Yeah, let's put this guy in the ground. And then if we can, we'll run over here and do the same. Bonus attack? We're not raged, so we can't do it like a throw or anything. All right. Corvus, we could really use some bird assistance up here. Who goes next? The first person to go is there. Second person to go is this dude. All right. Let's try to blind this fellow. I approve of his how many blinds he's getting off.
Battle favors the fearless.
Okay. Now that we're no longer garroted, I really think that Lae'zel is going to end this guy in his next turn, especially if we can do some decent damage to him. We could go for Color Spray, but he's got to have less than 33 hit points, and he doesn't. Disengagement doesn't work very well. Vampiric Touch, I bet you these guys are resistant to Necrotic. And I would be wrong. Okay, then let's go for a Necrotic thing. We can certainly use the hit points. Wait, really? He's a humanoid, yeah. This doesn't say anything about resistant to damage, so... Is this the one you can do like 10 times? Yeah, 10 turns. Let's do it. And that's his turn. We'll give him a shove just for good measure. Oh, so that succeeded. So we got the 30%. Let's get in the light. These guys don't seem to like the light. So we're going to stand right in that pool. We're going to be like Alan Wake. All right. Which guy's blinded? This guy's blinded, which means that we get advantage. Yeah. I feel like this is the right thing to do. And have we lost our Hunter's Mark? No, we have Hunter's Mark on this guy. Well, that guy's bleeding. This guy's blinded. We have a much higher chance of hitting this guy with our sword. Okay, and then with our bonus action... Oh, maybe we can shove him off the ledge here. Probably not, but if we can do like a little 5-step move... No. Alright, well... Then let's do a pommel strike on him. Almost anything. So that guy is now dazed, which I think is... I don't think he can move or attack or something. Disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. Can't take reactions and loses dexterity bonus to their armor class. Okay, we're garroted once again. I'm going to try to shove this person away. Okay, now we get to move. I just want to break the garrote, but we're not done with this guy. How far away are you right now? About, yeah, so let's move like 2 meters this way. All right, and now we're coming right back in. Or do we want to hit this guy? Yeah, let's... Maybe Ray of Fear. Ray of Fear would be very helpful. But not as helpful as her axe. Corvus, let's see if we can blind this guy. Okay, he blinded the previous guy, so I'm not mad about it. We will... We'll go for the shove. And then we'll just hit him with our sword. Yeah, we can't Misty Step away. Really limited in what we can do. I feel like he's going to take a lot of damage here. So here's the thing. I am going to move away because he gets an attack of opportunity, but he gets guaranteed damage if we don't break the garage.
2 steps at a time.
Yeah, I probably should have done that up front, and then we could have done our Eldritch Blast, but we'll try to stay in and around the light. Hello to Platform Platypus! How dare Larian use my childhood pics as the basis for the measle character model? I'm contacting my lawyer. Platform Platypus, there's a dude in... Oh gosh, last year The Nightmare, where I was like, how dare they? I did not give them permission to use my likeness here. Do we still go on this guy? Pretty sure, yeah. I'm thinking that we might make use of this. This applies some healing and will save Will's life if he is going to go unconscious. All right. And then we don't have a lot else that we can do. Oops. I can try to shove. So we succeeded, but because, like, the area that it was going to go, it would be interesting. I don't understand why it doesn't go, like, part way, but we actually did succeed that. Yeah. But it didn't go anywhere because it said that he couldn't figure out how to navigate that. Okay, Lae'zel. I think that we put an end to this man and his rope tongue, or whatever it is that he's using on us. Alright, Will leveled up. That's pretty cool. And that's... Okay, and Shadowheart is just down. She's not out. Okay. Blind. Rend vision. Well, hold on. Like, so regular Peck... Yeah, I'd really like to blind. Awesome! Okay. Will is gonna move over here, and now... Well, actually, I don't know why I moved there, because if we could possibly get up there for a necrotic touch... Yeah, I don't think that we can. So we'll just do Eldritch Blast on this dude. Not great. Minimum damage. Who are we? Alyssa again? Alright, sword. Sword is not her specialty. Okay, let's get Shadowheart back on our feet. I'm surprised that you can end the garage simply by walking away from the character. I feel like in real life, if somebody had me in a, you know, with a wire wrapped twice around my neck, I'd probably... I'd want to walk away. I just don't think it would work. I'd have to leave my neck behind, and I'm using that. Okay, yeah, anything we can't... So, there is a chest up here. Oh, I was actually going to lockpick it. I didn't think that was going to work. So we found some gloves. Luminous gloves. Radiating orb gloves. When the wearer deals radiant damage, the target receives 2 turns of radiating orb. Affected entity has -1 to attack rolls for each remaining turn. It also sheds a bright light in the area surrounding it. How does this not go on to Shadowheart? She, you know, we don't deal a lot of radiant damage, but when we do, it comes from her. Reduce the duration by 2 each time the entity makes an attack. Let's send this to Shadowheart. My only concern is that I think that she has healing gloves right now, but these might be more useful for now. Oh, Idol of Saloon. We probably don't want to give this to her. I'll just take this for right now.
Idol, really? Are you in need of a paperweight?
Let's read the note. Moon Maiden. Protect those of us who would not turn from you, no matter the consequence in this short life. Keep these artifacts of our devotion until such a time as we may openly infuse our spirits with your white light once more. Grant cunning to my brother, Halfred, in his efforts to conceal the rest of your relics. Let the name Last Light not be a portent. Let your moonglow continue forever and fill our hearts. Investigate the cellulite resistance. Sure. Just in case I click something weird or dumb. So Will is the first person to reach level 7. Eldritch Invocations. In your study of occult lore, you have unearthed Eldritch Invocations, fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with an abiding magical prowess. Last time I think we took Armor of Shadows. Oh no, we took Devil's Sight, which honestly I thought would come up a lot more. Like, it allows him to fight, to see normally in darkness, so I thought that we'd, like, use the magical, like, night arrows, and it hasn't come up as much as I had hoped. Oh, they're seeing Nosferatu! I hope that's a good time. I think it was Pirate Perseus that was interested in that one. Proficiency in Deception and Persuasion would be great if we were playing as Will, but since he's just sort of like... I'm very rarely as Will when we're talking to people. You learn how to cast One with Shadows, which is vanish into the darkness and become invisible as long as you stand still. That is an early favorite from what I've seen. When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 4.5 meters away from you. That sounds even better. Cast Bane. Bane targets up to 3 creatures. They receive a penalty to attack rolls and saving throws. The only bummer is that it's once per long rest, but it does sound very powerful. Polymorph sounds really good, actually. Potentially taking a character out of the fight, and this could be used with a Warlock spell slot. I don't hate it. Gain the Ray of Sickness, Chromatic Orb, and Silent spells. You can cast these spells once per long rest, and they don't expend any spell slots when cast. Oh my goodness! Cozy Plays, thank you for the 100 bits! Cozy Plays, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Possibly poisons the target. Oh, I don't know. Okay, slow seems really good. So here's the good news. We've got lots of awesome stuff. Bestow Curse with a... So I like Curse a creature with your touch. I've tried to specialize Will as somebody who, after he gets, like, his armor up, he goes right in and tries to get him. However, as we just saw, Repelling Blast, and I do Eldritch Blast all the time. I think I'm going to take that. So we take it. Repelling Blast. Okay. Apparently I skipped ahead a little bit. So we do also get one additional spell. Temporarily banish the target. And that's a... Oops. That's a charisma save. And it requires concentration. But we've seen how badly things go when the action economy is against us. Banish seems really good. Plants take maximum damage from this spell and have a disadvantage on the saving throw against it. No effect on undead and construct. Dimensional door is there. Fire shield. Shed light in a 3-meter radius and provide resistance to fire or cold damage and retaliate against melee attacks. This seems great for him. Fire shield is, I think, the one that we're going to take. Yeah, and we really want to aim at something like a nice 4th level spell. So here's our options. Banishment or Fire Shield. I really like the retaliation against melee attackers because we want him to be able to get in with his Pact Blade and do damage with it. Then again, Banishment, especially against the monsters with low charisma, could potentially take them out of the fight. It doesn't say for how long. specifically? I guess as long as the concentration lasts. Something that is sometimes super useful and something that is potentially useful. We're going to go with banishment. I just feel like we're going to get more use out of it. Hello to Kay! Kay, I hope that you're having a great Saturday as well. We just leveled Will up, and then we're immediately going to say goodbye to Will. We're going to go back to camp and tag in the B team. And we'll see how that goes down. Official interrogation transcript. Harper in charge, Kaladov Everspring, transcriber Luna Shorn. Kaladov says your name. Who's DT? Do we know? Dahl Timber. Occupation, farmer. Farmer, how many guards has Thorm stationed at the south wall, Dahl Timber? Dahl wants to know what south wall. Don't play the fool with me. The Moonrise south wall. Dahl doesn't know it, I swear. Liar, write this down, Luna. Thorm's spy refuses to cooperate. Harsher measures required. I said write it down. Hold on. Who specifically was that? Oh, these were Harper's. Good lord. So Kaladov Everspring. I don't think that I'll get along with that person. We sort of wandered down here. We heard a lot about the toll house when we were at Last Light Inn. Wait, but we've... What more is there to investigate? There's nothing left. I guess technically I didn't look up here, but we could go there. There's nobody to talk to. It's kind of the whole thing. The Waning Moon. I don't actually know what that is. So why don't we see if we can get to House in Deep Shadows? As previously noted, this might be inaccessible to us because it's like the Deep Shadows are still going to be lethal to us. I had quietly hoped, and let's take a look at that chest next. Maybe not so quietly because we... Wait, hold on.
To your church every day, my queen. Your followers are legion. Your faithful stand ready, Your Majesty. Soon we march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Here, we're boss. Something moved up there. Want me to drag it out?
Do we want to try to attack? Yes.
Heretics! Blasphemers in the dark!
Wait, what sanctuary? You or an ally cannot be targeted until you attack or harm another creature. You can still take damage from area spells. Let's do Psionic Backlash instead of Counterspell. I want to hold Counterspell for when he casts something a little bit more dangerous. Okay. And I've still got the stupid thing out, the torch. But that's okay. We don't really want to do a... Oh my god. Cannot harm due to Sanctuary. So... we could do True Strike on him. That would give us advantage on the next attack. I'd kind of like to see if we can stop any of his friends from making their way up here. Oh, by the way, this is arrow. There were 2 arrows of Dragon Slayers on one of the bodies in the inn, so that's where those came from. But we can still hurt this guy. Hold on. What do we know about this guy? Because I can shoot an arrow near him. Shadow Curse does not affect this entity. I think it's that, Oh, no, he doesn't have a lantern. I thought that he did. He's threatened. Dual wielder. He's alert. Oh no. This guy gets a multi-attack on anybody that's not at max hit points. Sunlight sensitivity doesn't help us right now. While in sunlight. Yeah, we don't have access to that. Shadowheart's not here. So, one option that we have is that we could shoot an arrow near him, which would help. I don't know, you guys. We could try to take out some of the lighter dudes. What does Moon Shield mean in this guy? He has Moon Shield, which is protected by the light of a moon lantern. The shadow curse does not affect this entity. Oh, he does have a lantern. It's not just a stick. I thought I saw the lantern. Let's do what we can to mess this guy up. Oh, and let's put our shadow bounty on him. Hunter's Mark. Okay, anything to move the action economy in our favor. We will pull back to here. And I think that ends our turn. Okay, Corvus. We can't attack this person. We could potentially block this entrance with Corvus. And better yet, we could get up here to make it more difficult for guys to, like, get up here, but then also do his ranged attack, except we can't. Okay, let's see if we can get some damage on this dude. I'm thinking that if this guy's going to get multi-attack, maybe the fog would be helpful. Let's make sure he doesn't have, like, blind vision or anything. But if we soak this area in fog, I feel like that's more helpful for us compared to his multi-attack. Improve critical hit. Good lord. This guy's a death machine. I think we're gonna fog cloud this area. Because that's going to mess up his ability to hit us. And ours to hit him, which is fine. And then I think we're going to move a short distance away and then do cunning action hide. And then we'll even move a little bit further. Okay, so Gale is on the edge of the fog cloud. Why disadvantage? Well, he's only disadvantaged because he's blinded. Can we get out of the thing? Is this like turns... Well, we just want to pull around here. Yeah, let's play it safe. We'll get completely out of the fog. And now we've got a better shot on Sharp Eye Laura. Do we have any shot on that guy? Okay, how many spells slots do we have? We have level 3 spells. Fireball is almost always a good idea, but we don't have enough movement to get there. I probably shouldn't have taken the long way. Or Blast. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. That's his, like, nuclear storm. We could Magic Missile. That seems a little bit anemic for, like, a level 3 spell. And because of where I've moved... Well, we could light everything in here up. Hold on. Or can we not? Yeah, where I went. I think it stops at the fog line. So that's out. Then let's do Ray of Frost on this dude. Wait, really? Hold on. You don't have any shot on this dude. That'll work. Oh, look at that, because it sort of shoots through the nook in the tree. That little crook. Bone Chill is So, okay, we can do Bone Chill. What does that get us? 2d8 damage. I have to do some kind of damage to him. Ray of Frost. Like, Ray of Frost has an 18-meter thing, but for some reason he feels like he's got to walk right up to do it. Ditto Firebolt. Okay. Melt's Acid Arrow is probably our best bet for right now. We'll call that his turn. Look how good the light and shadows are in this. I am personally offended that I cannot attack this guy. Can we... So we're going to move out here. Can I jump? So I can jump here without taking any damage. And we want to do that so that I can hit this guy with my sword. Okay, I'll excuse the miss in favor of the critical hit. Do I want to action surge? Yes, because we get to do that per short rest. And then just 2 more hits, I would think. We want to lay this guy down. Oh, there's her level up. Are we allowed to level up in the middle of combat? Okay, come at me, bro. What the hell was that?
You will die.
Wait, what did...
The absolute wills it so.
Wait. Cloud of Daggers. Yes, 4d4 slashing. Let's counterspell it. Okay, timeout. I want to know what that blast was. Okay, we lost our hunter's mark. She threw a bomb in, was that correct? Okay, smoke powder, yeah, smoke powder bomb. All right, so this guy's now eligible to get hit. Let's see what we can do with that information. So we don't want to be inside the fog cloud. Okay, let's fly right up to him. Buckeye says it's too early to tell how 2025 is going, but doing well so far. I don't know how to hit this guy. We've got a 35% chance. You guys, doing this attack may not have been a great choice. Okay, Alyssa.
Well, so much for peace.
Hunter's Mark will get us specifically just more damage, which is, it's not nothing, but it's what it is. Let's get Hunter's Mark on him, because I think that also benefits Corvus. I don't feel like I have any way to make it more likely to hit him, though. So let's have Corvus do his peck attack. That's what we got. And then for our action, we can walk away. If we try to escape, he's gonna hit us, and he's got multi-class or multi-attack. So I don't like that idea much at all. Scroll of False Life, 7 hit points. I mean, there's a situation where that saves your life, and we're just not there. Let me look at scrolls. Okay, so that's actually pretty annoying because we have... yeah, lots of scrolls. We definitely are not setting him to sleep. Fear isn't gonna... well, hold on. What's his weakest attribute? Intelligence and charisma. Okay, so do we have anything that hits this dude in the charisma? Look, we could make friends with his animal section. Evard's Black Tentacles is versus Strength. Let's see that anything that's a Charisma save. Or that doesn't do... That doesn't even have a save. 24 damage doesn't feel like much against this guy, but it's better than anything else I've got. Fog Cloud we've already used. Glyph of Warding feels a little bit late. This would be a Dex save, but we're looking for anything that attacks him in the Charisma. Dex. Wisdom. Mel's Acid Arrow is a straight attack. I feel like she can do more damage without that. And then Scorching Ray. 66 fire. This might be our best play here. What's your deal here? You're not immune to fire or anything. No. So if we do this... whoops, hold on. Scorching Ray. This doesn't say anything about a saving throw or an attack roll. This just seems to do damage. So I vote that we go for it. We have a 0% chance. It's a 16% is 0%. I think it's the too close part of it. Okay, so then I can use my action to switch weapons. That's not going to be great. I don't know, you guys. I think our only reasonable action is to disengage and get away from him. Yeah, we make ourselves as unpleasant to try to chase as possible. Oh, and was she blinded as well? Oh, I think that she has like some item where when she disengages, it does like a fog cloud. So there we go. And that's everything. Carolina says, not 10 minutes ago, I reposted on Facebook, nobody claimed 2025 is your year. We're all going to walk in real slow, be good, be quiet, and don't touch anything. I can certainly agree with that in the moment. 45%, which I have disadvantage on because I'm blinded. I feel like the disadvantage then cancels itself out. Do we want to go for this? Specifically with the sneak attack? Let's do it. Oh, fantastic! Maybe I should have gone for the bite there. I probably should have gone for the bite. And now that's everything from him. So this dude has a hell of a lot of hit points, but at least that did something to him. And sluggardly, I always forget what sluggardly means. Can't make an opportunity attack against his most recent attacker. Alright, well let's then... We're gonna have Astarion pull back into the fog. Because he's blinded, but nobody else can see him. Even if he's not hiding. Okay, so the acid arrow did its job. This guy that just summoned the warg immediately keeled over dead from the acid. Okay. Gale. Are we really that out of spells? We are. And this guy is wrapped in fog, so we can't really do anything to him. Brawler, Vez, and Cansif. Let's see if we can... What's the range on Ray of Frost? It's 18 meters, and we're close-ish. We're close enough that we can do this. Let's go ahead and Ray of Frost that guy, because I feel like Ray of Frost has a chance to limit their movement. Wait, hold on. What can we do with this? Oh, that's another Ray of Frost ability. Okay. Critical hit. If I lose this combat, I'm really gonna feel bad because we've been getting more lucky than not. Okay. Let's see if we can end Cansif. He's a higher level. Fantastic. Whoa! Lae'zel went to take a step towards the dude and then slipped on the ice from the Ray of Frost and fell over. Psionic Backlash. That was a much better attack. So, dude ran over here. I think got a critical hit and then a critical miss if I saw that in order. And we lost, what's it called? Multi-attack. We were hit. Maybe I'm wrong about the critical hit. Yeah, here he comes. Multi-attack, hit for 14 slashing damage, hit for 7 psychic damage, and then he missed twice. And I think one of them was a critical miss. So I saw the word critical come up, but I thought it was critical miss. Okay, so...
I won't give in.
Now what? We've done some damage to this dude, but now, again, we can't hit him with anything. Gale can hit him with something, but we've got to get further away. I think that we have Alyssa jump out of the fire and take a shot on this dude. 2 shots on this dude. So close. And then we're going to move back here.
Breathe deep and move.
So wait, Corvus can't do anything to that dude. Corvus can end this guy. We have some guaranteed damage to lay down on this guy. However, I feel like we want Gale to help us out. Let's have Gale move out of the fire. And we don't have Fireball because we used our spell. We have to have a scroll of Fireball somewhere. I really want to Fireball this guy. I know he's only 1 target, but we need something that's going to affect the area that he's in. Okay. This does look like it will land. 2 points of damage. That's real lousy. I need a healing potion because we want him to no longer be on fire. A potion of greater healing, I'm going to say. In rules as written, isn't drinking a potion an action instead of a bonus action? Do I remember that? I don't know how to hurt this person. Part of what we do is we make sure to stay between... We want to have as many obstacles between him and a sensitive party member as we can get. Let's have... This is all fog all the time. I'm going to take our shot on this guy. Yeah, I know it's only 56%, but it's better than 46%. And that's it. We will withdraw into the fog.
Time to strike.
Okay, Lae'zel. Is Lae'zel slowed? Why is... Oh, that's right. She came down here and I think did some attacks or something. Once we can get our superiority dice, then we can increase our chance to, like, hit this guy. Otherwise, we're going to wait here. Charm. So that's cool for him, but I think it only prevents that enemy from hurting Gale. Wait, what just happened? Did he just eat his friend? What did he do? I'm sorry, I don't know what that... Venom Claws on Corvus Major. Oh, Corvus ate it. Okay, look, that's an attack that we didn't take, so it's fine. All right, this is it. It's do or die on this guy. He's still got 3/4 of his health. We want to make him easier for everybody to hit, so we're going to... Oh, actually, I think what we might want to do is do a goading attack. Okay, we're going to do precision attack so that we get a bonus. I think we just click on her, because I think it's just whatever attack that she does. And now let's do goading attack. And not enough movement. So Alyssa can get out of the way. So let's, hold on, let's just select somebody else. If Alyssa gets out of the way, then we can move better. So Alyssa's going to run up here, but maybe stay in the light.
Best be on my way.
Hold on, let's get Lae'zel here. Lae'zel also has Hunter's Mark. That's interesting. But let's make sure that... I don't want to, like, this is a bonus action. And I don't want to give up any attacks on the way over. Let's do goading attack melee. Not enough movement. He's a giant spider monster. How much more movement do you need?
For the ages.
Yeah, Gale is not going to survive in proximity to this person. So we could try to help him stand his ground. With a blade ward. I don't know if that's going to be helpful. If we're going to have him stand here, then we need a potion for him. Wait, he has a potion. Yeah, drink this.
Sometimes the only way out is...
Okay, if we cannot do a goading attack melee, here's what we'll do. We're going to stand back here and do goading attack ranged. 50%. It sucks. And we missed. So there goes the superiority dice, for which we got very little. And then we could do another ranged attack, I guess. Or can we do this again? Okay, sure. But now we've got a 30% chance. Right, because we burned our superiority dice. And I don't think that we can do another one right away. I may be wrong. Because I will burn as many of these as necessary to try to get this guy... Perfect. Okay, so now this guy has to attack her, or suffers some significant penalties for not attacking Lae'zel. Let's have her now pull back so that he has to waste all of his time trying to track her down. And if we can throw a... No, we can't. I should have done that earlier. All right. We're gonna light this dude up as best as we possibly can. It may not be much, but... How do I get more advantage? We just don't? Okay, we got a little bit of extra juice on that from the lightning charges. And that's all she wrote. Okay, Astarion. Let's bring him out of the shadows. Or do we want to do a... No, let's not even bother. Oh, but we could possibly... Hold on. Let's come out of here. Because if we can sneak attack this dude... Yeah, 45%. Screw it. 21 points of damage. I will take it. Now, he still has a bonus. Possibly throw your enemy off balance, which is... Can I attack... this person? She's at 1 hit point. Alright, end turn. Opportunity attack, hit him. So how long is he goaded for? Actually, that might be done, because I don't see it on his mark anymore. So he's now below half. So we are getting him. Like, this is having the effect. Now we have high ground, so we have a higher chance to hit him. We've got to hit him with some sort of arrow. What do we like? This is monstrosity. Does this guy count as a monstrosity? He's got a weird spider body. Oh, he does! Okay, let's do that. Hold on. Monstrosity arrow. I don't know when else we're gonna have an opportunity to do this. Shoot his ass with a monstrosity arrow. Is there anything else I can do to, like... He's already got Hunter's Mark. The only better thing would be if I did True Strike on him first to make sure it hit, but I'd have to take a Potion of Speed. And it's 70%, you guys. It's 70%. Awesome. And now, just a follow-up hit? Can we... Oh, hamstring shot his ass, yeah. I don't want this to go too far south. I'm gonna take just a regular healing potion for now. Let's... Ray of Frost. He doesn't have any metal armor that I see. Let's Ray of Frost. Didn't go well. Any cool bonus actions? No. Unless I want to use that. I feel like we're close on this, dude. Okay. Let's... So, sneak attack is out of the question. Bite is not. And it's a bonus action. So, what do you say we come up on him? Wait, what is this? Oh, shit. This guy's still alive. Or still awake. Okay. And also, it's very bright out here. I don't think that we're going to be able to sneak in. I should have made him bleed many turns ago. This is what I was trying to find earlier, the Hearthlight Bomb. And I guess I couldn't find it because I'd given it to Astarion. Let's just go try to stab him. I really don't feel like I've got a better option. Piercing Strike. Con save. But this guy has a monstrous con, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, 18. We're not going to land that. Detect Thoughts. Brace ranged. I'm just looking for, like, our best options here. All right. Let's go get him.
Yes.
2 misses. And then because we did the twin attack, we don't get a bonus, so we can't do a bite, unfortunately. We can pull back into the darkness, I feel like. Yeah, let's have him pull back. There's no need to make it easy for that guy to attack.
I will ascend.
Okay, Lae'zel, you have to get into melee range now. However, hold on. How many... Do we have 1 superiority dice? Then let's make it count. We're going to go in for precision attack. Lacerate? You know what? We can do it every short rest. We're closer to a short rest than not, I'd say.
My name be known.
Fuck. Pommel Strike. Miss. Come on, guys. Regular attack? Okay, we got something at least. Wait, this dude is reeling? What does that mean? Or specifically, how did he get reeling? Recovering from receiving a terrible blow or hitting a strong metal. Oh, because of her armor? That's so cool. Yeah, I don't... Oh no, we've got Hunter's Mark on this guy. So, yes. But, wait, we could do a sneak attack, can't we? Yeah, sneak attack ranged. Let's do that. That was a solid hit. 14 hit points we're down to. I don't want to do another arrow of monster slaying. However... It's just a regular fire arrow? Okay, and now Astarion. bite her neck.
No day, no night. It's as though time itself has abandoned this place. Similar to the astral plane in some ways. Wouldn't you say, Lae'zel?
It is said that the astral plane is threaded with light and silver, life-giving and wondrous in all directions. I've never set eyes on it, but I promise it is nothing like this disc of this.
Okay, hold on. Someone's calling for help. And we want to level up. Okay, now the person calling for help sounds very sarcastic.
Lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity from the surrounding shadows. You notice a tiny pixie trapped within. These fey creatures are infamous for their trickery, sometimes playful, sometimes malicious.
Oh, please! Oh, golly, me oh my! You must release me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day.
Boy, this doesn't feel like the way that I usually want to do things. What do I get for freeing you? I don't think I want to take something for freeing her. Let's ask a little bit. Who are you?
My name is Dolly Thrice. Now won't you free me from this vice?
And Kay, thank you very much for the A+. Okay, now this, she's gonna go free. I'm just gonna let you know right now, we're gonna let her out. However, if she would agree to help us out in return, that would be nice. Oh, and we can do it right here. Let's ask her, what's the mechanism at the base of the lantern?
I dare not name it, newfound friend. The faintest touch could spell my end.
Okay, so we don't want to touch that. Don't turn the mechanism now. Oh, and we no longer can, inspect it. Quickly unlock the lantern and release the pixie.
Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company.
Did me a good turn there, didn't you? What do I owe you?
We will ask for help, but you don't free a prisoner and then hold out your hand. Yeah, can you help us get through the Shadow Curse?
Sure I can, but will I? Yeah, sure, why not? Here, give this bell a shake. Speak the magic words and you'll get what you've earned. Protection from the Shadow Curse. What more could a dingus want? You're welcome.
Curious little thing. Are they all so eccentric, I wonder?
Okay, hold on. This is a longsword. I'm always looking up at the top to see what kind of weapon it is. So this is a longsword. Sing the Helpless, a drow elf wielding this weapon. We don't have any drow elves. If I was a drow elf, this would be helpful, but otherwise this seems not as good as it could be. So let's just take this for now. We'll probably wind up selling it or feeding it to Gale if he ever gets peckish again. Okay, so we know that we're taking Bounty Hunter. We know that we're taking Fire. And then I wanted to look at Change Spell. So Barkskin so far has seemed borderline useless. Except maybe I should have been casting this on Will or whatever. Longstrider I keep on all the time. Speak with Animals I keep on all the time, and Hunter's Mark I keep on all the time. So I feel like if we're going to replace anything, it would be Barkskin. But let's see if Ensnaring Strike is even, like... Yeah. So we're going to want to get this. I know it's only level 1, but it seems like a good call. Except... Okay, so she gets another superiority dice and 2 passives. Really, more maneuvers. Okay. So we use Fainting Attack and Goading Attack. Fainting Attack I don't use as often, although I really should, because then we'll get an advantage in addition to the Precision Attack. What are the other 2 that we want to have? So I would say that anything that helps our allies at this point, because these are all things that draw attacks towards Lae'zel. But how about like Rally? Grant an ally 8 temporary hit points, bolstering their resolve. That seems kind of lame. I don't know. When a hostile creature misses you with a melee attack, expend a superiority dice to retaliate with a powerful strike that deals an additional 1d8 damage. I like the sound of that a lot. Attack multiple enemies at once. Roll your superiority dice for damage. Commander Strike. Oh, here we go. Direct an ally to strike a foe. That ally uses a reaction on their next turn to make a weapon attack. I really like that. So we're going to take that one for sure. Disarming Attack could be cool. Distracting Strike. Distract your target, giving your allies advantage on their next attack roll against the target. That also sounds really good. Wait, this is just a passive feature? Hold on. Wait, what do you mean passive feature? Yeah, she doesn't get this all the time. This absolutely costs hold on, like evasive footwork. That does take a superiority dice. Okay, sorry. I wanted to make sure that there wasn't something here that we could just like get for free. I think that advantage on their next attack roll is pretty great. Disarming Attack, we've disarmed one person ever, and it was awesome because they couldn't pick their weapon back up. I think we're going to go with Distracting Strike. There we go. Final answer. Okay, Gale's might take a minute, especially if he gets spells to look through. We're going to aim at the highest level spells that we can. Oh, is he up to level 4? Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of scrolls that he can learn as well. So, Banishment, we looked at this for Will. I think that Banishment would be pretty cool, and it does go up to 18 meters. And look, it's a Charisma save. Remember that dude where I was looking for like things that we could hit him in the Charisma with? Banishment would be really awesome. Also, we don't want to take anything that's an evocation spell, because he can learn those very inexpensively. And I know that we have a scroll for this one. I really like the fact that it's psychic damage, because we don't have a lot of that. So we're going to do that. Okay. He's got more health. He's got evasion. Your agility lets you dodge out of the way of certain spells. When a spell or effect would deal half damage on a dexterity saving throw, it deals no damage if you succeed and only half damage if you fail. Okay, so that's pretty great. We've got level 1, level 2 spell slots, and we've gained a new spell. Let's aim at something level 2, with Blur being a very early but high favorite. Or Mirror Image. Blur does what? Attackers have disadvantage on rolls for 10 turns. Okay, I accept that. And then Mirror Image increases your armor class by 3. We use Mirror Image fairly commonly, with the only bummer being that it's in action. But he's one that's going to get up right into the thick of the fight and, you know, go for the jugular. So I just think Blur is cooler. Like, we have other people with Mirror Image. Let's take Blur. What's our best guess? I'm going to say up here. This pathway looks like we're on the right track. Oh, and look, it is... No, wait, that's just a chasm. This is the way.
She was never fun. All I wanted was to play.
Okay, this sounds perfectly fine. Well, allegedly, I have protection against deeper shadows, so...
Boo! I scared you! I saw it! Nobody beats me at hide and seek. Will you play with me?
Have you seen another little boy? His name is Thaniel. Oh, I guess Halson did say a boy with the forest in his eyes. Who are you?
I'm Oliver. I'm 7. Will you play with me?
In a moment, maybe. Have you seen another little boy? His name is Thaniel.
I don't know anyone called that. Don't ask me again. Now play with me.
Fine.
All right. I'll hide, and you seek. Find me, and you win.
And if I don't find you?
Then you lose.
Your soul. Let's begin.
Get ready. And no cheating.
Okay, I think he's going this way. Now, Gale sometimes has see invisibility, but I don't think that we have it right now. Oh, we do. Okay. Hold on. So we might use that.
Quite ready for you.
Is that cheating?
I venture forth.
Don't answer that, by the way. I'm just like thinking aloud.
Most excellent.
There you are.
You weren't supposed to find me. You weren't supposed to win.
Let's play again.
Good idea. You're smarter than some playmates I've had. They always tried to leave before I was done with them. Try to find me again, but my family will be looking for you at the same time, so don't get caught!
Okay, I didn't have an opportunity to do it. It said entering turn-based mode. Well, I guess they went first was the thing. Okay, Daddy used Daddy's lecture on Gale, which did 3 to 30 points of necrotic damage. I don't think I like Daddy very much. Let's charm. Okay, Mummy put us to sleep. Okay. We're not in a good position. Lae'zel is here. Gale's asleep. Ilyssa's asleep. And I'm pretty sure that... Oh yeah, Citizen Snips bit the dust. Okay. So... Strongest Daddy ever has 67 hit points and is level 7. And has an aura of vile oblivion. All nearby light sources get extinguished when the Wraith is nearby. Okay, and he's a little bit weakened from the reverberation. He has all sorts of resistances and immunities. But you'll notice, so this is why I wanted that psychic attack. I don't think that we have it prepared right now. But if we did, this guy is hard to hurt with anything. Most of our standard attacks. Jesus. And poison immunity. I don't feel like we have anything that can hit him very, very well. Not enough movement to get to him anyway. We can't get to Mummy. And where's Doggy? Oh, Doggy's invisible. So we just have to live with this. I don't know what to do. Let's see if we can go play with Daddy. And we're going to use Second Wind. Wait, am I? That's a bonus action, yes. But then again, so is this. I want to put Hunter's Mark on this guy. And then as an action, we could try to shoot him, I guess. Oh, wait, these guys have to be evil, right? He's undead. Does that count for Beyond Good and Evil? Yes. Okay, protection from good and evil. We'll put that on. Oh, and of course, that's going to conflict with Hunter's Mark because of how good I am at this video game. Okay, so Scroll of Firebolt, except he's resistant to fire damage, if I remember correctly, right? He's actually double resistance. Oh, magical and non-magical. So he just halves it every single time. I think we got one superiority dice, but not on this turn. It's not really worth doing anything. Disadvantage because he's too close and it's too dark. I don't know what to do, you guys. I feel like I don't have a lot of great options. Nope, that's not worth doing. And then we could... How about Bestow Curse? This is versus Wisdom. How wise are you, sir? Kind of wise. Not super wise. Disadvantage on checks and saving throws or attacks. Alright, sure, why not? Wait, Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma, Attack disadvantage. Oh, and this is gonna break Hunter's Mark. Damn it to hell. I feel like I don't have anything that I can do. Usually there's some kind of play, but I don't... The only other thing we can do is just a dash to get in closer to him. We'll get right up into melee range. Nope, nope. We want to be right here and ready to attack with a sword. Okay, Astarion. I don't know how well these guys see in the dark. The answer's probably really, really well. But I feel... Oh, let's fog everybody so that they don't take as much damage. Yes. They all woke up long enough to get dizzy and fall over. Oh, Bones wants to kill Daddy specifically. So would I. I would be very happy to do that. I think that we need to link up all of our attacks. Let's do Cunning Action Hide. And we'll come out here. Hold on. So if we step out here, but if we don't step out, I don't think that we can... Oh, we already did our fog. Yeah, we'll lurk in the fog here for a minute. Okay, I don't know a lot about sleep. I don't know if there's a safe way to wake people up. Gale still has 2 turns of sleeping. As does Corvus. They didn't... Oh, because she did it against multiple targets, even the ones she can't see, I guess? Hey, Mummy, can you... So, Mummy also is very resistant against everything. Can't be shoved, thrown, or used as an improvised weapon. The only thing that they're sensitive to is sunlight, and without like Lae'zel, without Shadowheart, or like them being in close proximity, like what is this, a Heartlight Bomb, illuminates a 9-meter radius. I don't think I want to use it against these 2 yahoos. Let's see if we can get in close to Mummy. We can't have disadvantage on the target. Okay, now stab. Yeah, see, we can't damage them much, but also they don't have a ton of hit points. Anything else we want to do? Ooh, I do like this. Yeah, let's keen dash immediately. Wait, that's a level 2 spell slot? What else can we do at level 2? Blur, actually. That would have been a good thing to do. But I think that the more that they see us, the more risk we're in, so I'm gonna do it. And then that took away their fog, which now turns out to have been a really bad idea. But we're going to get away. And call it there. Doggy is still lurking. That sleep is devastating. Like... Okay, Alyssa's back up. Best mummy ever. If we could... Yeah, we don't know where Doggy is, but I do feel like we can get up here. Also, so if this guy's ethereal, we can't snare them, is that right? Shoved, thrown, or used as an improvised weapon. Alright, let's try ensnaring strike, because now we get an advantage on that. Except that it's too dark. Hold on.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Astarion, you and I are thinking the same thing. Yeah, I want to keep his expeditious retreat on for right now. We have to have advantage on the target. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's just try it. Ensnaring strike. 72%. Couldn't have gone worse. Oh, and I didn't actually select it. Ranged. Try it again. Okay, now I think that Astarion will have advantage, right? Oh yeah. Strike true, friend. And offhand attack. Oh, Mummy is so close to dead. We couldn't quite seal the deal.
Healing for a wizard in need.
Okay, Doggy bit Gale.
I speak, they burn.
Sea invisibility would help us against Doggy, but also Gale is on the verge of death. How about banishment? Like, we just picked this up. This is a situation where I could really do with fewer dudes in the world. His charisma is 15, so he does get a +2 on his saving throw, but 55%. Don't like those odds. Magic Missile always hits, and if Gale is going to die, and he might, at least that would... If only we knew where Doggy was. Because Fireball... I think Doggy's over here somewhere. What kind of save is Fireball? Dex. What's your Dex? 16, so it's actually harder to hit with Fireball. I think we go for banish. Oh, thank God. If that... Yeah, so this guy's out of the fight for 2 turns. That is huge for us. Let's go ahead and... I think it's got to be a potion of greater healing. Oh, that one really came up really good for us. Greater healing. Oops. Drink that. Okay, so Gale stays in the fight. If he had missed, I probably wouldn't bother, because I feel like he's just going to go down with multiple guys. But here we're doing okay. Oh, you can help people up? I didn't know that. Okay, so now we know that you can help people up out of sleeping. Wait, did Mummy die? Mummy died. Wait, does Ensnaring Strike do damage? Oh, it does! But I... Yeah, something... Whatever. Mummy died. Daddy is still banished. So... What do we do about Doggy? We don't know where Doggy is. We could use a scroll. see invisibility. Perfect. So this is going to be an action. Maybe we want to have Astarion do it, because Astarion is less likely to be able to get into range.
Time to kill.
So Astarion, let's just have you walk out here. And then we're going to give you a scroll. I'm going to give you one of these. Okay, and now use this on yourself. There's Doggy. Okay, I don't think that we have... Well, hold on, because we do have Expeditious Retreat. We can use Dash as a free action. Wait, I thought with Expeditious Retreat you got it for free on every turn. And as a bonus action on each of your turns. So, there we go. Right, Dash is normally an action. So, let's... hide.
Into the shadows.
So he can see Doggy. Doggy cannot see him. End turn. But now Alyssa knows where Doggy is. Yep. Okay. So what do we do with that knowledge? We want to shoot Doggy to death. Sneak attack ranged? No, we have to have advantage. So I think we just do regular attacks. Is Doggy weak to anything? Okay, so the good news is he doesn't have the same set of resistances. Shadow Veil. Non-magical distance attacks. So we want to hit this guy with a magical arrow. I like fire arrows. Yeah, even if we miss the shot, the fire still happens. Critical miss, but the fire still happens. So I'm just going to double check. I can't shoot now another, or maybe I can. Shoot? You can! Yeah, who was it? Blue Sky Kai? Somebody pointed out that you can't, like, you can't use a secondary attack if something's... Sorry, you can't use a specialty arrow for a secondary attack if it's in a container. That was the whole thing. So now we can. Let's shoot this dude with acid. Okay, Doggy is unhealthy. I'm thinking about taking a potion of speed for the bonus action. I think that we need to put Doggy down right now, because Doggy does a huge amount of damage, and this guy's going to be out of his banishment next turn. So, yeah, we're going to do it. Wait, no. Do we really... Are we out of potions of speed? I might have used them all. Oh, no. Okay, so we can't do that. Do we have anything that we can use to haste? Haste Helm. Well, we should definitely see if we can put that onto Will. Will doesn't have a helmet, and neither does Gale. But I don't know if Will can wear a helmet. I think his horns might be in the way now. Blue Sky Kai says that it wasn't them. Yeah, somebody had said that, and it's true. If an arrow is inside of a container, then it's for some reason ineligible to use on bonus attacks. And I just thought that was a... I thought that you couldn't fire 2 specialty arrows in one combat, so I never questioned it until somebody pointed it out. So I think we're done. Let's just take a regular potion. And I want to move back a little bit. I feel like we really want Doggy to have to choose his attack. Okay, how did Doggy go invisible again? Sense hidden presence on Doggy. Where's Doggy? So I think Doggy is still here, even if we can't see him. Maybe on Gale's turn we'll get to see him again, but Doggy is there. That's cool. This guy is still banished. So, Gale, we need something to fire. We need to cast Magic Missile on the darkness. how do we do that? We need to have an area effect attack that hits there. Ray of Frost? I don't think that that qualifies, though. Maybe what we want to do is, like, prep up for next round. Get everybody some distance and get some Blade Ward up. Oh, and we could, if I hadn't done that, we could have thrown a grenade over there. But we sort of want to move Astarion out of the way anyway. Yeah, let's draw him back a little bit. Corvus. We still can't do anything to this guy. Lae'zel, do you have anything that you can do, like... Oh, Cleave. Cleave would work. I think. I don't know. Also, we can't get over there. Maybe we want to stick right in this guy's face. What can we do to prep up for next turn? What's your best option here? Not a lot. Firebolt is going to be wasted. Scroll of Grease isn't going to be that helpful. But we could throw that grenade that we were talking about. So let's get over here. We need some sort of like alchemist fire or something. Oh, and she's got a bunch. Okay. Very good. We're going to assume that Doggy is right there. So we're going to throw the fire right here. And hopefully not hit Astarion or Alyssa, but hit Doggy. Got him. And that's her turn, unless we want to do something with a bonus action. Wait, can we really throw this? If we throw Black Powder Satchel, 12 to 21 damage... against a character with 8 hit points, that will definitely kill him. Is that worth doing against just one dude? I feel like this is like a very much a surprise attack sort of thing. I want to wait. We're gonna wait. But now that we can see him, yeah, this is why I want to wait, because now Corvus can just do his regular attack. This is guaranteed damage. It might not kill him, but it's gonna hurt him. Boom. Down goes Doggy. Alright, Corvus, let's get over here. Yeah, this game is gigantic, and there's going to be a big patch that comes out here in 2025 that's going to make it bigger still. Okay, are you... Yeah, so he lost his turn. We have a whole round to hit the shit out of this guy. Lae'zel, we're going to use Commander's Strike. That's the new ability that we just picked up. Direct an ally to strike a foe. The ally uses a reaction on their next turn to make a weapon attack. So target must be an ally. Okay, and can we still do a regular attack? I think that we can. Yep, and it's really just a regular main hand attack. Oh, wait. Hold on. Corvus could put the curse on. Okay, Curse of the Dire Raven. Now, I always remember that that's good, but then I forget what specifically it does. Curse of the Dire Raven. Attack rolls have advantage, so... Actually, I didn't need to use Commander's Strike. Whatever. Well, no, we get the... No, it's still good, because we get the... it's like a reaction shot or something. But anyway, Lae'zel, as you were saying... That was a 96% chance to hit, everybody.
But to keep going.
Okay, so how do you get all of the attacks on this? Commander Strike, here it is. So we're going to get a fire bonus on this for some reason. And we get extra bludgeoning damage. 90% to hit. Yeah, I vote that we just hit it. Wait, but we can do a sneak attack. Okay, that was something. Now we'll do our second attack. Now we'll do our Commander's Strike.
I'll strike you down.
Which apparently involves... Oh, because it's got to be... So that's when I learned that apparently Commander's Strike has to be a melee attack. If I had known that, I would have done Astarion, because he would have gotten more mileage out of it. And so now we've put our Ranger into melee range. That might not be the worst thing against this guy. That's her turn. That's everything that there is. Okay, Astarion. As a bonus action, we can... Yeah, we just want to do a sneak attack. Grab that knife, baby. 96%. Daddy is still alive. Offhand attack. Oh my god, he's got 1 hit point left. Corvus, do you have anything left in the tank? Corvus is done.
Death is but a word.
Okay. We have to do 1 point of damage to this guy on this turn. And we can't do it with a magic missile. If we hit him with Ray of Frost, it's a 70% chance. Firebolt is 70%. Bone Chill is 70%. Do we have a scroll of magic missile? Or anything else that we know for a fact will do 1 point of damage to this dude? We can't get in range to do that. Screw it. We'll go for the Firebolt. Of course. That's why I was thinking the magic missile, because then we could have done it. Do we have any bonus things at all? We could... No, we really don't. I'm going to drink a healing potion. If anybody dies, I'm going to feel terrible. Well, sorry, no, if he dies, I'm not going to feel terrible. Life Drain on Astarion. Daddy needs 16 to hit. They rolled a 20. Let's go for shield. Sentinel. Oh! You guys, shield was his new ability, I think, wasn't it? Or, I don't know where we got it, but shield won the day. Because otherwise he would have gotten hit points left, and then Sentinel was able to take him out. I'm going to F5 the shit out of that. To learn Willy Rel. Okay, we gotta find that kid. We killed his whole family. Mummy, Daddy, Doggy, they're all down. This is great for me. We won the game, I think. That's how I choose to think of it.
Moving in.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Oliver. Hey, Oliver, we won. We won the game.
I win! I always win in the end. You did better than most, though, so I'll let you go. Here. Second prize. You'll need it.
We managed to beat Oliver at his own game. He gave us a prize for finding him. Wait, why did we... Was it that we had to find him without getting caught by his family? Yeah, he sort of took that in stride. Ring of Shadows. Pass Without a Trace is a free spell that you get on this. Probably once per long rest. Plus 10 bonus to stealth checks. We'll give that to Astarion if we can. Okay, so the Darkest House, and here's the disappointing thing there. When we asked about Thaniel, and he was like, no, I've never met anybody like that. No, I don't know anybody with that name. Don't ask me again. I thought for sure that this was Thaniel, or that he would know something about Thaniel. Maybe that was, and please do not tell me, maybe that was like first prize. But I really didn't have a chance to not get caught by his family. They were on me and won. Okay. Let's go pass up over here. Because I don't... Yeah, we haven't been up here. So, yeah, you guys... Hold on. These surprise rounds are the worst. You guys, that was 2 critical hits in a row. Alyssa has 1 hit point. I don't know what magic that is. Okay, so... I really regret the fact that Gale doesn't have a fireball. No, Gale is dry. Man, we don't have nothing. Shadow Curse Vines. Do we know anything else about those? Let's learn anything about these guys. Shadow Curse Vine Blight. So if we did have, like, the Blight spell that does double damage or guaranteed damage to plants, that'd be awesome. Perfect Sentry can't be surprised. Can see in the dark, so dark vision isn't going to help. And resistant to necrotic. But not resistant to other things. So Gale doesn't get to go yet. Here's Astarion. He is currently ensnared, is he? His movement speed is halved. Maximum hit points reduced by 2d8. Creature will die if its hit point maximum is reduced to 0. That has something to do with the curse. Yeah, you guys, I think if we survive this, and that's a big if right now, I think it's going to be time for a long rest. But do we have anything that we can do in this area? Like, Fireball is my go-to wish, but maybe we could throw some Alchemist Fire out there? No. Okay. Alchemist Fire. Now, the other thing is that Alyssa's not the only person that can shoot fire arrows. Like, we could give one to Astarion. Also, what is he talking about moving? Oh, he would need to move a little bit, so we could try to do it on this. So we do have an 80% shot to hit on this guy. So maybe we send him, but I really want to hit something in a large radius. Yeah, let's get the Alchemist Fire, because that's going to have a larger splash, I hope. We'll send, and he's actually got 4 of them. My bad, my bad. Yeah, see, it doesn't show up on his bar, so I don't perceive it as being an option. Think for a second. We want this. Throw. Yeah, see, this is much more of what I want. So, wait, where does he have to stand to throw this? Because warning me about... Dude, this guy is so big, he's actually blocking the throw. Oh, wow, this guy sucks. Can I move a little bit? No, I can't move at all. I think I am ensnared. Okay, if we jump, that's his bonus action. Did I need my bonus for anything else this turn? I'm gonna vote no. Okay, now we'll throw the Alchemist Fire. Path is interrupted, but it smashes on that guy's face. Isn't that a good thing? How about right here? Yeah, that hits right there. Oh, wait, one of those guys is this guy. But I don't care about Dead Harper. So this hits... I like this. It hits a bunch of plants. And that guy. And not Alyssa. That's basically it. He can't really move from there. Let's switch back to this. Yep, that's his action. Kay, have a great night. I'm heading to bed. Kay, thank you again for the kind words today. It really helped. Good luck with this fight. Everybody have a great rest of the weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. Kay, have a great night, and then hopefully we will see you around in somebody's stream tomorrow. Hopefully App will stream again tomorrow. He did a very fun Dishonored stream today. Okay, so she's right on the edge of death. We can't jump out of this. Yeah, I think that she's fully ensnared. And she's going to take damage, so we absolutely need to... Misty Step. That's what we need to do. When else would you ever want to use Misty Step more than now? And a scroll... sorry, healing. Except she can't... Was that her... Oh, that was her bonus action. Okay. Disadvantage, but we still got a 90% shot on dead Harper. Let's get a specialty arrow. Do you want to double down on the fire? Yeah, I mean, most of these things are made of plant life.
Yes, close at hand.
Okay, that took down one of the guys at least. And then, honestly, I think that we move her further away. She's got 1 hit point. I mean, if anybody even sneezes in her direction... Oh, she's still... Shit, she's still pinned. And I have no way to heal her. Corvus cannot throw a potion at her. So, we will... Let's try to do Bad Omen on this guy so that we do the guaranteed damage, and maybe if we're very lucky, they'll die on their turn of burning. Gale. I ask once again, do we have anything that you can do for like a, yeah. The answer is no. Like, the question is any sort of area effect, but he's drained. Like, we've done all of his spells. What's this? Infuse an object with an aura of light. 1 target at a time. Are these guys weak in any way to being exposed to light? No. They can see perfectly in the dark, though. So... we're not going to set off the orb blast. We could try to throw some more fire at them. What we need to do is kill anybody who's low on hit points. Target is too close. Can we jump out of the... No, because we're pinned down. So... Sorry, just remind me about... These guys are resistant to necrotic, so don't bother with necrotic. Shocking Grasp. So I can't... I'm slightly too far to do Shocking Grasp, and slightly too close to do Fire without disadvantage. And then this giant brute is right in the way. 42%. Okay, we'll take the 81% shot then. Yep, down goes Alyssa. Is Lae'zel dead? Like, what's happening to her? She's prone. Does she get to get up at some point? Okay. Alyssa. Alyssa's down. Kind of feel like we have to leave her down for now. Right now, we're at the tail end of our Saturday. Okay. And then, what is this? Dude, this thing's level 9. It's apparently happy with itself. It's reeling. It must have hit Lae'zel. Can devour any creature that's restrained and stepping in its digestive juices. That sounds awful. I don't even know how to begin fighting this. I feel like this might be a full loss.
Time to strike.
Okay, I feel like... Why are we at a disadvantage to hit this thing? That's too dark? I don't understand why, like, this is fair game, but this would be 50%. Okay, Elementals, phase, fiends, and undead. This is a plant, though, right? Shambling mound. Yeah, no, it's a plant. Okay, so I don't think that protection from good and evil helps us here. Even though it seems like it should, that these things are mega evil. Okay, let's, I guess just hit with sword, then? Oh, and she can do second wind. I've been holding on to that. We're going to try to stab this guy. I feel like I don't have other options. So, wait, can I sneak attack this guy without taking a attack of opportunity? It looks that way to me. Oh, of course the giant monster just sort of leaned out of the way, like he's Neo. 2 misses. Just out of curiosity. That was an 8. And that was a 4. So he doubled his second attempt. Alright. Corvus. Let's use Bad Omen on this thing. Okay, so now we get advantage on him. That's good. Corvus is dead, so that's bad. Okay, Gale is still completely pinned down. Well, we should be able to do some shocking grasp. Are you serious? Look at this. They're all slightly outside his range, so we can't do that. Necrotic damage is pointless on these guys. So, let's do Ray of Frost. Who can we kill? Dead Harper. And... boy, maybe I should have done that, because then we could have done some sort of level 2 thing on them. It wouldn't have been Fireball, but something. Aside from this, we're... done. Yeah, he can't move to shove. Okay, there goes Gale. So Alyssa and Gale and Corvus are all down. And now Astarion is down. So it's basically all up to Lae'zel, who has been spending most of this battle on her back after having gotten... blah. Is she... yeah. You guys, I think this is it. I don't have anything else that we can do, because now she's in the digestive juices. Wait, she could douse herself with water. If she's not standing in the juices, it can't digest her. Oh, this is the stupidest idea. It's really just going to delay the inevitable, but... carafe of water. Let's grab one of those. And she's going to pour this all over herself. Carafe of water. Throw. Right here. Okay, so now, yeah, so she's no longer in the juices. That's her action. That's everything that she gets to do. I guess we could Misty Step away. Okay, and... so she would actually get... I guess we could attack... we could throw something. Let's throw... is this a spear? No, that's a halberd. Let's throw... this is a spear. Let's throw the spear at this guy. 43 hit points, 42 hit points, 13 hit points, but that's a 42% shot. This is 64. We'll throw it at the 64% guy. I think they're gonna kill Gale just out of spite. Kaz says that in her area they've got snow warnings, but right at the moment it's raining.
My injuries need tending.
Oh, I bet they do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's... Okay, hold on. Somebody's got a scroll of greater healing for her. We'll drink that as our bonus action. And then we're going to throw this Alchemist Fire on all of these guys as our action. Because the alternative is to help out Alyssa, and it's just not going to happen. Like, we get her up and then this crowd attacks us, so... Cumulatively, it's really great damage. Individually, we're really not hurting them in any meaningful way. Sure, no. Oh my god. We've got terrible odds on all of these guys. We'll hit the guy with the lowest hit points. No, look at that. This area has big, like, come back later energy to me. I feel like Gale is used up. We used his arcane recovery. We've, used all of his spells. Let's hit camp. Shadowheart is similarly, like, done. Like, she's used all that she has. Karlach is very much not. Karlach still has some rage left in her, so we're gonna have Alyssa come over here. We're gonna swap out Gale for Karlach.
Soldier. You know I'm up for it, but your party's an excellent.
Okay, and she also gets to level up. Class features. Feral Instinct. You've honed your instincts to the utmost degree. You gain a +3 bonus to initiative and can't be surprised. Wow, that is incredibly helpful here in the Shadow Realm. Okay, I think next up we do take a short rest. Let's go pick a fight. Let's go see if we... I think we're gonna lose again because it's like level 9 dude. Wait, let's have Karlach take the lead here. Okay, Karlach is now not surprised, and she rolled high enough that she gets to go first. After she goes, everybody else gets to go. So I think that we probably position Karlach... Okay, remind me about Rage. Is it any attack? Like, we can throw something and that still counts? I just don't want her to leave Rage early. Yeah, screw it. Let's just do our best. We're gonna Frenzy. Hold on, remind me of this. If you don't attack an enemy or take damage each turn, I think we're definitely gonna take damage each turn. Okay, we could run over here and cleave. We have access to... Oh, no, that's reckless attacks. Prepare. Cleave. There we go. 1, 2, 3. This is not as many... Wait, where's all the dudes? A lot of the dudes are back there. Alright, well, let's give them a very angry barbarian to focus on. We're gonna go in... We're gonna go in right here. We're gonna use reckless attack. Oh, that does all of that. Hold on, because I want to do cleave. That's why I came here. We want to hit both these dudes. All right, and then we'll do reckless attack on this guy. Oh, they blow up. I didn't even pay attention to that. And then, is there anything else that we can do? I think cleave might have been my weapon action. I don't think that we have access to throw anything then. But she's still enraged, right? Yeah, she's got 10 turns of that. And then, yeah, we want to sort of be over here. We want them to attack her to any extent that they can. I didn't know that thing could move. Angel streaming late and looking for a fight. That's the way it works. By the way, how did the game go, Jab? Last time it was at halftime. Okay. We've used cleave, yes, which, I mean, there's like a million guys here. I would like to use a bonus action. Well, I don't know if we want to use a bonus action. Hold on a second. I kind of feel like we're going to drink a healing potion, because otherwise, like, we wanted her to have a lot of attention, and now she's got it. Although I feel like we've got it better than ever. Oh, that's a bonus an attack of opportunity. Okay. Let's do prepare, because we're not going to need to move very much. Let's do lacerate on this guy. Okay, that guy's probably going to bleed out. With, you know, he still gets to do attacks for a while, but he's basically dead. Let's attack this guy. Reckless attack. And then let's do a frenzied strike and put him in the ground. And that's everything she's got.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay, so explain to me how that guy gets a attack over here. That seems like garbage. We're 3 meters away. Okay. So we could Misty Step back here. I think we're not gonna leave anything on the table here. Let's get the hell out of here. So that's our bonus action. And are we covered in digestive juices? I really didn't check that. I guess it's too late to know. Yeah. 81% disadvantage. Sorry. Jab said it was a good game and it went into overtime. Okay. The reason I favor fire arrows is Lae'zel. Sorry, not Lae'zel. Karlach is resistant to fire. However, that's going to hit all 3 of them, so I don't like that at all. Do we have anything else? Do you guys have dark vision? Superior dark visions. Yeah, so shooting a a darkness arrow is not going to help. Due to the placement here, I don't think that I've got any arrows that are very appealing. Yeah, if we do a direct strike on... Oh, hold on. We can hit that guy. Sure, and let's make the puddle of ice, like, cover as much of the stairs as we can. Hopefully that'll stop those dudes from coming down so easily. And then... Roaring Thunder? Sure. We don't have like a thing to knock them off, but we could scatter them. Okay, and then we're gonna pull back.
This feels good.
Okay, this whole situation sucks. What's your deal? Are you currently being digested? Because I saw that attack. I don't see it here. And I can't tell if there's a surface here or not. Can we do a sneak attack on anybody? No. So we just straight up attacked this guy. We got a much better shot on Shadow Curse Vine Blight. So probably this. What are your odds of biting? Pretty good, actually. Is this living? I feel like it's living. Oh, no, you can't target plants. The sap isn't as good as blood, then. Okay, just regular attack, then. And that's our turn. I'm sorry, can we just revisit the double critical hit? That is what happened there, yeah? Rolled 20. Oh, it had two separate. I think it proc twice because it was a single hit that did two different types of damage. So they both got the critical bonus. Okay. I was gonna say 2 20s in a row. Come on. I don't know. Can you peck the eyes out of plants? Nope. At least who are you? Quoth? Yeah, Quoth can't. Boy, this is the very first round of this felt like it was going okay, and it's all been downhill since then. Let's jump in here. And we're gonna do cleave. And hit 3 dudes with it. Can we do a superiority dice thing? Sure, let's do precision attack. And then we'll do cleave. So we have advantage on hitting these 3 dudes. And then we'll do lacerate? I don't know if we can do lacerate. Because again, these guys don't have blood. How about goading attack? Let's do goading attack on this guy. Because he's still got the hit points for it. Okay, Corvus. Let's try to get advantage on that guy. Okay, he's saved. So the cool thing about Sentinel is that if you get an opportunity attack with Sentinel, then they're forced to stop moving. It didn't matter here because they were able to yank Alyssa over. Okay. Alyssa's prone, although she is athletic, so she should be able to get up and still have some movement left. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Alright, that's 1 down. And that's actually his turn. Yeah. Okay, there goes Quoth, eating an attack that somebody else didn't have to take. There's so many attacks, you guys. No. Bad omen on this guy. Okay, so that guy we would now have advantage on. Look at how many dudes, though. Let's throw this fire on them. Path interrupted. Lob it in there. And then... Oh, we did kill that guy. We can't move. Yeah, so we can't do anything there. Ranged attack? Yeah, nobody's in melee range, so we're just going to do a ranged attack. Oh, and let's have her use her action surge. No, hold on. Second wind. And then, I guess ranged attack. 25%. Yeah, it's like there's really no point. We'll just do regular range attack. Like, you never know, you might get a little bit lucky. Hey, we got a little bit lucky. But yeah, to do anything more special like action surge it seems very silly. Okay, Astarion, sure. I mean, I don't have a better plan than this. Stab the shit out of this guy. We can, hold on, yeah, no, we can't do that. All right, stab.
Can't even catch my breath.
So I'm just double checking. Yeah, she is fully locked down. Can we use survival instinct on ourselves? Oh, I guess we can. Alright, so if she dies, she will now heal instead. Oh, hold on, I did it. Embrace your potential. We absorbed the parasite's memories, it nourished our minds and grew our powers. I didn't realize that using that ability was going to do that. It makes me not want to use that ability. But whatever, we're here now. Just stab with sword. Nope, we've used our action. Feel like we're kind of at the end of our road with her. She's still... Oh no, she is not pinned. She is in the digestive juices, though. How long does that last? Digestive juices. 2 more turns. And she's taking damage from it. Vulnerable to piercing and bludgeoning damage. Jesus Christ. And can be devoured if it's also restrained. Water can wash off these juices. Well, we'll keep that in mind. If we can move, then we can stab. So... let's go stab. Or slash. Ow! Holy... what is happening? Okay, so Karlach... so what happened is that they all blew up. Turns out you kill one, you kill them all. Well, at least if they're standing in explosion radius. So Lae'zel and Karlach are both dead. This may actually be an acceptable outcome here, because there's two guys left. So here are options. We can use a... well, I mean, Quoth can't do this, but... or, Corvus. We could use a Scroll of Revivify to get one of them back up, and my vote would be Karlach, because she has more ultimate hit points. We get her back on her feet, and she's doing right. Because I don't think we can do this. I'm not sure we can do this at all, but we definitely can't do it with just the 2 of these guys. Let's do some damage to this guy. 10 hit points from death. And otherwise try to give this dude... we're going to fly over here. We're going to try to force them to choose which target they attack. Okay, and they chose the bird with the hollow bones. Okay, so this is really bad, because now we can be devoured.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Okay. Is this a bonus action? It is. So, if they were poisoned, and I should have done this a lot earlier, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Can you be poisoned? You're a plant. It doesn't say they can't be. Alright, let's use some poison. And let's get stabby. Okay, the poison did its work faster than expected. Now, is Alyssa still restricted?
What now?
Constricted. No. Okay, so that was a concentration. So that's good. There's nothing more for Astarion to do here. Are you still covered in digestion? No. Alright, I think we might get into position to use a Revivify. Okay, we might be done.
Still on my feet.
Okay, this is not indicating that we're subject... Oh, no, we are. So, wait, that's weird. I'm just saying that, like, we're all seeing this, right? Like, this is not an attack of opportunity if I move back. That would be, for some reason. Oh, but what if we go up this way? Then we get a height advantage. That's an attack of opportunity. This is not, apparently. Okay. So, now we're going to use our bow. Corvus. Let's get Bad Omen on this guy, please. Got it. Okay. So now, Alyssa and her 3 hit points. 3 hit points in a dream. Can... I don't think Hamstring Strike does that much to this guy. But if we... I need something that messes him up. I wonder if a Thunder Arrow could throw him off the edge. Shit. I'd do it. Let's do it. Arrow of Darkness. This one. Shoot. Oh my god. Hold on. If he doesn't save, I think that we might throw him into a pit. Yay! Could we stop taking acid damage for a goddamn minute? What? How do you stop this? I did not think that we were going to survive that. Like, even a little bit. And there's like a load screen. Hold on. This stuff will add to wares. There's a load screen that's like, hey, you can sometimes, like, kill an enemy by, like, throwing them off a bottomless pit, but you're gonna, you know, be aware that you might lose some valuable loot when you do that. I do not know what that level 9 guy had, but if it was anything less than, like, a ring of Imoen that summons Imoen into the game, and then you get to have Imoen in your party, anything less than that, fuck it. That guy can, like, live down there with a Balrog for all I care. But unless I'm misunderstanding the rules of Thunder Arrows, that guy could have succeeded on a saving throw and then not gotten pushed around. So that was an emergency fix. Ragged Diary. Let's take this. Take a look at this. Fool me to think I'd fare better than the other treasure hunters in this God's cursed wasteland. But the promise of a cursed beast as a trophy was a temptation I couldn't leave behind. Bloody needle blights took me by surprise, though I'm not sure how. How could I have expected anything less? It's all so much worse than I imagined. Found a key up here, but it's useless. But unless it unlocks a chest full of water and sunlight, I've no use for it. We've got 10 scrolls for Revivify. I feel like that's enough for now.
Never mind.
I'll probably make it a point to buy some more next time we encounter a merchant who isn't undead. Oh, tell Halsin about Art Culla. That's going to be a great conversation. He's going to be so excited to hear it.
You wish to speak?
I found a flaming fist who escaped the Shadowfell, but he's dead.
Poor soul. But in truth, if I had to choose between death and the Shadowfell, I'd choose death. Perhaps there's still a way to learn something from him. The dead can't deny their knowledge if asked the right question.
I absolutely did not think of that. I never thought of using Speak with the Dead on anybody there. Okay, I need to remember to do that. Can we all make a pact? Raz, Casabella, Jab, anybody here, like, Speak with Dead? I think we might fast travel back there so that I remember for next episode. I need to speak with Withers.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
Oh, it's Will, is it? It isn't about the flesh, it's about companionship.
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone. Fate, spin. Dost thou require a new ally?
Fallen.
Oh, thou mayest.
Wait, that was the wrong thing. Hold on. So I still don't know what it means if he watches over Lae'zel. But I feel like it's not the same as, like, bringing him back to life.
Then thou must return. This is the price of balance. Well, by doom and dust.
If I was to guess, it would remove their corpse from the world, and then we could just come to him at any time to have them resurrected. But I don't actually know.
I suppose this place is no worse for wear than my last lodgings. Though I cannot say the same for myself, I fear. The battle, the escape after. I might need to lick my wounds a while before I can be of use to you.
Ah, you look great. Do you want to talk about what happened at Last Light? Because I don't.
The time for words will come when we lay my harpers to their final rest. I owe them that. But first, I owe them justice. Moonrise must fall.
I'm gonna ask this, but I feel like I need a minute is a completely valid response. Like, again, like, within the bounds of this story, she lost everybody that she knew. Her entire resistance was felled all at once.
I need a little time. But I will gladly join you at Journey's End. So long as it leads to the grave of General Ketheric Thorn.
So what now?
You know your task. Ketheric Thorn clawed his way free of death. Find out how, so we can send him back.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave camp. I don't think there's anything else for us to explore in this area, so I want to fast travel right now back to Last Light Inn. And we're gonna want to have... Wait, did I search this person? Yes. I wonder if these people are glowing because they're available to have a conversation with. Hopefully. Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save it. It was a tough decision to decide that we're gonna stick with this version of the story because it's really hard not to feel like we lost out on some quest lines there, but it ultimately feels right. It feels like the more complete engagement with the product that Larian made. I just, in the intervening time, I just couldn't get out of my head the idea that the people that worked on this version of the story, these cutscenes, and that scene just now with Jaheira, that they might have thought to themselves that they were wasting their time. Who's gonna see any of this? What's the point? Like, everybody's just gonna reload and go the opposite side. Only people on their second and third and fourth playthroughs will ever even look at this, and even then, it's only going to be such a small percentage of people that maybe they had like junior developers working on it, or maybe it was their top tier guy. But just in case, I was just like, they did not waste their time here, because I got this legit. This wasn't a meme playthrough. This is going to be the way that this tale goes, and it will be my first and conceivably only playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, who knows what the story will bring. So yeah, that's why I decided to go this way. It's what we talked about at the beginning. Thank you guys so much. Let's go find somebody fun to raid, and I hope you all have a wonderful night.